to show you guys now kind of all the nuts and bolts of it, how this thing works. So any tube or plug that you need, you'll find in this bin back here. So we've got our power cord in this bag here. We've got hoses for the water here. We've got extra hoses in here as well. These you can use to plug into the outdoor shower spouts and use this to shower off. And here we've got how we empty our gray water. Also in here you'll find these if you happen to be little wedges, if you happen to be parked someplace that's not flat. You want a little extra. Alright, so I'm going to show you how this water works. And it's very simple, but it's also easy to mess up. So this here is how you're going to set your water tank or all of your plumbing in here and how it's going to function. So these little guys right here are going to select where the water is coming from and going to. So if something isn't working while you're in there, water's not coming out how you think it should, come and check these and make sure. So there's pictures here of all the things that you could be doing with your water, and you're going to want to match these. Just spin. You're going to want to match these to the picture that you want. Okay, so for example, when you get the RV, it will be filled up with fresh water. So if the first thing you're doing is dry camping, so you're camping, you want to use the water, but you're not hooked up to a water source, you're gonna want these on dry camping. So you're gonna want this down, these two up, and this one over. It is currently set in dry camping mode. When it's set like this, you can use the water from the fresh water tank and it will come out the shower and the sink and the toilet, okay? So this is kind of like functional, you're not hooked up to water. If that tank goes empty and you need to fill it, you're going to move it to power fill tank, okay? So this says city inlet to tank. So that means you're going to take a hose and you're going to fill up the tank that way. So you need this one down, need this guy over, this one's up, and this one's down. So these now match this picture. You're ready to fill it up. You fill it up right here where it says city water. So you take this out. The most important thing you can remember is that you need to use this what's it called? Adapter right here. So the water that comes out of your hose or the hose at the RV park, wherever you are, is going to come out very highly pressurized, and there's lots of sensors in here that can be damaged, so you need to plug this in first, okay? So you're going to screw this into the hole. Nice and tight. And then you'll take your hose, so whether it's the hose at an RV park, your hose at your house, wherever it is, and you'll just screw your hose into there. I'm not gonna screw it all the way in there. Then once that's all screwed in there and you have these set to how they are, just go turn on the water input and it'll start to fill. You're gonna want somebody to watch that fresh water gauge on the inside where that light was, to make sure that you stop it when the water is full. So it won't just stop automatically. You need to watch when it's getting full and then tell the person to shut off the water. So that's how we fill the tank, okay? You can just use a direct input. So if you go to a campground that has water hookups, you can hook that straight up to here. Use this adapter still. So you'll plug that hookup into here, and you'll want the little knobs to be in this configuration. So this one's down, this one's over, this one's up, this one just needs to be moved over. This is going to bypass the tank and just send the water straight through here, straight to the fixtures inside, okay? You can use this all the time. You may want to stop using it at night if you want to shut the doors, but the doors have to be open to use city water in this because the fixture is inside. Okay, that should be all you guys need to worry about in terms of the water. So just remember to use this adapter here, and if something's not coming out and you think it should, just make sure that these little knobs are where they should be. And this here is the other shower. So you can plug in your shower there. You've got cold and hot water here. If you guys are going to be camping at a campground that has a 30 amp plug-in, I'm going to show you how to set that up now. So here you've got this black bag that has your power cord in it. If you are at someplace that does not have a 30 amp plug-in, say you're at home and you want to plug it in there, you stop at someone's house, you can use this adapter here to plug into a regular outlet at someone's home. Okay, so plug that into the wall, and then here's your adapter here. You don't need this if you're at a campground though. So we've got our power cord in here. you've got this end here is what's going to plug into the outlet at the campground. And this end here with the gray circle is what's going to plug into the RV. So you flip this up here and you see one of these has a little notch on it and one of these plugs has a notch on it. So you're going to want to line those up, and then when you plug it in, give it a little turn so it locks in place, and then you turn this gray circle until it is tight. Now you know you're locked in place. Now I don't have this plugged into power at the moment, but if I did, this blue light, this light right here would turn on blue. So that's how you know you've got power running to the unit. Now you're not functioning off of the batteries. Now if you don't have power, it can run for a couple of days off battery power. But it's important that this is a 30 amp plug-in. It says it right there. So sometimes, usually if you go to a campground, there will be different options for how many amps you want. You want 30. So when you're done, you're ready to unhook. Loosen this gray, give it a little spin, pull it out.